I can't deny her story that she was by the table. I think the location of the cartridge case is consistent with that.
New testimony is underway in the manslaughter trial of Susan Lorenz, the Ocala woman charged with shooting and killing her neighbor A.J. Owens through a locked door. Forensic experts took the stand today talking about where Lorenz was inside her home when she fired that fatal shot.
WESH 2's Tonight Deborah Gettigas joins us live this afternoon from Marion County. Tonight, you spent the morning in that courtroom. Talk about the jury getting a closer look at the shooting scene and what happened last June.
Yeah, well, Christina Nancy, defense attorneys called two witnesses this morning, one being a 3D forensic analyst and the other a forensic ballistics and witness expert. And both men analyzed the shooting scene and used diagrams and photographs to explain to the jurors in their expert opinion where Susan Lorenz was standing when she fired her gun, killing A.J. Owens. And one of the witnesses has a background in examining bullet path and shooter location. And while he did not physically go to the crime scene, he reviewed visuals and the autopsy report. He believes Lorenz was standing near her kitchen table and chair when she shot A.J. through a locked door. The defense showed an image of where the shell casing landed, which was on the kitchen countertop. But during cross, prosecutors challenged the analysis and opinions from the witness since he did not actually visit the crime scene.
Based on what you've seen in the pictures, Miss Lorenz wasn't close to the door when she fired.
Right, and I wouldn't expect, just to clarify, a lot of powder to stick to a non-porous surface like this door, but soot would definitely be present if it was close. But again, if she was 3 feet from the door, the cartridge case wouldn't have landed on the countertop.
You would agree that you did not inspect the gun used in this case, correct?
I did not.
And you would agree that you've never even fired the Remington 380 model that was used in this case, correct?
I do not believe I've ever fired an RM380 now. Evidence is always going to be.
Now, the state rested its case yesterday just before the defense called its first witness, who was a woman living in the neighborhood at the time of the shooting. And the jury is on lunch break right now. The judge says expect to hear more testimony from defense witnesses this afternoon. And then tomorrow morning is when the jurors should hear closing arguments before deliberations. Reporting live in Marion County, Tonight Deborah Gettigas, WESH 2 News.